Alright. Hello everyone. Happy Saturday. After yesterday's end of stream fiasco, I survived. I am alive. I was able to find the lovely missing screw out of my chair and fix it. So now, I won't die every time I lean backwards. Thank the Lord. I unfortunately only have one screw in the bottom of my chair. And, it likes to fall out sometimes. I also don't have the tool to actually screw in the screw into my chair. So it's never fully in there, and you know, I like living off the edge. It's fine. I love it. I am a danger to myself and society, and I am proud. And I love it. I don't have too much plans today. We're gonna go back to the lovely Eevee drawing. Plan is to hopefully finish it, because it took a lot longer to clean up the sketch, get in the idea of a background, and majority of the colors in. So that's gonna be the main thing on this stream. After that, I'm either going to do pixel animation, which would also take time, or I'm playing Stardew. It's all gonna depend on how I feel. Right now, brain is screaming Stardew. I don't need it. I can play F. But it is calling my name. Ugh. Let's see. So I see the idea. I already need to edit something. The thing is right here. It's not gonna be a pillow. I think I'm actually gonna make it into one of those bags. Wrong button. I wanted that one. I'm going to make it into one of those bags that have a little, like, window. I don't know what it's called, like a see-through bag. I have one of these, and I absolutely love it. It's to show off all, like, the keychains and things. Most of these kind of have chains. I'm gonna hate myself for making a chain loop. It's fine. Like I said, I live off of danger. Give it slight edits. And then with it being see-through, I'm gonna put a couple pins inside of it. So each of the things I'm trying to reference, like the different evolutions. I have the stones on the little bracelet over here. Switch for game. The heart is going to be for Sylveon, but also there's Poppins. There's two different mechanics. There's a friendship mechanic. There's another one. So slightly different. I think it was like a love mechanic or attention mechanic? I have friendship in something. I can't remember. But either way. Those are going to represent Sylveon. And then a couple of pins of the sun, the moon, put a star there. And probably do a little Pikachu pin. Because why not? I love Pikachu. think this definitely has to be smaller. Also makes sense for the tail. An Espeon down here. For some reason I drew a Bumpy, so it has to be on top of something. I think I like that much better. The idea is there. Now I'm gonna clean up all the sketch lines. Give a little bite into the coffin. This kind of reminds me of my cats. I've given them like little catnip treats. So now I'm imagining I had like Pokemon nip in it. And then this is why the Eevee's like this. My cats do the exact same thing. They just roll around. Like little weirdos. Actually, speaking of the catnip, I've discovered that there are dog toys that have something called dog nip. Never heard of dog nip ever in my life. I was skeptical to even think of what it could possibly be. My dog seems to like it. Doesn't seem like out of the ordinary. But I had to test something. I made one of my cats smell it. And they went insane. So if you ever see a dog toy that has something called dog nip with it, it's just catnip. They just said, you know, give it to your dog. I don't think it really has any effects on dogs. She might have been a bit calmer. But other than that, I don't think it does anything. And now my cats have extra catnip that I did not want in the house. Because they will bite my ankles for it. And I like my ankles. I'd like to keep them. Please keep them in one tag. I need them to walk. I'm curious if there's actually something called dog nip out there and it's not just catnip rebranded. I wonder if there's actually Pokemon catnip actually. Pokenip. Once I finish this, I don't think I've really planned a different series. However, I think I'm gonna take a hard turn into more keychain stuff. Because I really do want to get back into that. I started getting random ideas. One of the games I do like playing, which I think could have a possible good market, is Genshin. I know. I'm such a not a sweat. A simp. Because what other kind of people play that game? Oh, that's fine. I'm a proud simp. I love my Raiden. I only made my favorites, and I am very proud of that. So there's been a lot of new characters, and I'm actually back to enjoying the game after Natlan's story situation or whatever. With all the SAG things that happened, and then all the controversies and Questionable tactics. That cleared up, and then we went to the newest region. And I'm actually having fun. I feel like the game is good again. It's really hard to explain how Netlin just did not work. It's between no voices, and I understand why there's no voices. I'm not really mad at that part. But the story just did not hit. What is the... Firestone. They're all about the same shape. Okay. Can I remember if the stones had different shapes? So yeah, after that, when Nodcry, the newest region, came out, I was already kind of iffy on the game. It's just like, I don't know if I want to keep playing this anymore. Newest region came out, new characters, fun personalities. Ah, I jumped right back in the game. I even have Columbini, my girl. She's so fun to play. I kind of built her. I'm happy I'm not a Genshin streamer, because dear lord, people watch me and saw my builds and everything. I would be labeled like the scuffest Genshin player out there. I build them to work, not to be perfect. I build my characters to enjoy them, not like... What is that one part? What's that one thing in the game called? Spiral Abyss, that thing. Not to get every star in that, 'cause dear lord. I ain't got the time, I ain't got the willpower. And the people that do, more power to you. It is way too hard. It still feels kind of big. But, we'll leave it. We'll leave it. I need my Switch reference. Because I totally know what it looks like. Could also do Pokemon keychains, now that I think about it. The only ones I've done so far are Cookie Run Kingdom. I would love to be able... Hold on. Locked in. Gotta get the screen just right. So it'd help if I just used a straight line. But I'm not going to. I already forgot what I was talking about. Gosh dang it. I've done Cookie Run Kingdom. I made custom keychains for myself. I would love to be able to actually do that too. If you're ever interested, definitely hit me up. Actually, maybe I should start advertising for that. Also gotta get my Etsy set back up. I ended up closing it for the holidays. I did not want to deal with any delivery issues, especially around the holidays. The holidays are over. We're already... Tomorrow is already the next month. I'm not even ready for the next month. I'm not ready for January to end. Line. Why is the switch so complicated? Hopefully next month I'm gonna take a hard to turn back into commission stuff again. It was a little slow this month. Managed to get a few here and there. Go online, work with me. But no. I guess if you looked at it top down, you wouldn't even see the base of it. Why does it look so huge? That looks much better. The circles don't look like circles anymore. Okay, that looks much better. Much better. Now the Pokeball pillow. Wait, fun fact. I actually have a Pokeball pillow. Actually, I don't know if I actually still have it. I used to have one. I've gotten rid of it a long time ago. Just to make room for all my other Pokemon stuffed animals. gonna get the circle. The last thing that I do. Okay, that looks better. Kind of. It looks better in color. Yes, I just had to thin out the lines. It'll be done in color. It's a much better pin. I remember a technique I used to do for change, and I just don't remember it because I don't draw change that often anymore. I have to thin this out after. Well, it doesn't look too bad. We'll be fine. As long as it looks like a chain, that's all I need. Just needs to be a chain. forgot to hit recording again. Oh, I'm such an idiot. My professionalism really shows in every stream. Instead of making them smaller, I can make these ones bigger. Yeah. Hello, Fizzleberry. Welcome, welcome. How's the art going? The art is arting. I think I just finished all the sketch lines and cleaned them up. Now to actually color everything. What a lovely chain. Thank you. Sometimes I forget how to chain. It works sometimes and then it doesn't. Same with braids. It's just some days you understand fully how they work. It looks fantastic, then you try again the next day. It's like you forgot everything you did. I don't get it. It just happens. Those are the art rules. I don't make them. So hoping to finish this today, and I can make the speed paint. And then color. He's a pain in the butt. If I can get this finished, I can either game or do more work. Not decided. It's gonna take me the entirety of finishing this to actually decide what I want to do after this. Because I plan everything ahead of time. Actually, speaking of planning, I still never figured out what was wrong with my Twitch redeems. So I still have no idea if they actually work or not. Everything looked so fine on my end. I didn't see anything out of the ordinary. So I have no idea what happened to them yesterday. They lost their sounds, I lost all of the sounds, icons. Ew, a bot. Do I remember how to get rid of it? While on here? No. I am brilliant. I'm a genius. Scram! Oh god! No. Oh, it's already deleted. Nailed it! I'm going to assume that was from my amazing mod. So I was not paying attention. Be gone, bot. Braids suck so bad 90% of the time. Yeah, unfortunately. It sucks, because there are times where drawing the braid actually is nice. And it's only when you don't have to, you know? It has to be a willing activity. A random activity. Not one that you have to do. If I get a character that has braids, and it's just like, ah, great, now I have to draw them. I cry inside. I have characters with braids. I'm starting to realize why I don't draw them that often. Eh. You know what is nice to draw though? That you could just never draw wrong? Ruffles. Ruffles. They just... You can't go wrong on ruffles. It's just a bunch of squiggly lines and then you put some more in between lines and just bam! They're perfect. Ew, I can actually just... Oh, I almost had it. Eh. Cheating. Actually, I don't even know why I didn't do that for the other ones. I am such a genius. I got like one good braid and the rest are like, eh. I feel that. Every single non-artist that makes female characters is like, so they got these crisscrossing long floor-length braids that are always on. For real though. Sometimes I like a good challenge though, you know? I don't draw it often. My brain just goes, yes, make me suffer. Give it to me. Make me regret being born. Forgot to change my outlines. Here. Make me cry drawing your commission. I love it. I love the pain. It makes me feel. But I am not a masochist. So I point that out there. Just like Markiplier, I just want to know my body's limits. No other reason. I just go, you will get one fan art, no more. And you will be back like at the... And you will be at the back of the group pictures. I love that. You will be banished as the background character. At the back, this has to be like a darker pain. Yeah, I like that. Just gonna have a thing over it to make it look more like a screen anyways. Just making one random pin that makes no sense. It's fine. Perfect. I say that in my main OC do I pronounce that? Delian? Dylian? Dylian. That's my guess. Has leaves for hair and is super complex at first glance. I love nature, like, features on characters. One being, like, leaves your hair and stuff like that. Drawing it is always a pain in the butt. Like, it feels so simple, and then you start doing, it's just like, oh. It's like drawing every single strand of hair all of a sudden. Oh no. Oh no. Eevee pin. Done. Ah, they're still broken. Why? Oh. Oh, don't tell me they're. I swear. Hold on. Wait. Wait. Hold on! Stop! There. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Doing it. Doing it well. And I don't even have a soda. Or, I don't have water. I have soda today. Good old crushed soda. First thing in the afternoon. We don't need water. Now I'm invincible. Exactly, see? That's all I need. Just sugar. Give me the sugar. I still don't know why those are broken. Go get water? Never. You can't make me. I'll drink the soda harder. Soda is for the weak. Alright, water's for the weak. Don't twist my words. Where did my switch go? Okay, I see it. It's fine. Slightly darker. I think it's blue on the side. A bit lighter. Also have different colored Joy-Cons. Mine are just gray. I got the boring switch. Look. I don't need fancy stuff. I don't know what I should do for the blanket. I will say I love the Oranberry bedsheet. It's so cute. I would use a bedsheet like that. If I ever actually use bedsheets. I'm too lazy and I just pile a bunch of blankets on my bed and then say, yep, those are bedsheets. Those are good enough. Who needs bedsheets when you have millions of blankets? That's all I need. And I am a avid blanket collector. If it enters a house, it's automatically mine. You cannot fight me on it. It's just the rules. I don't make them. Just a little or slightly darker on the inside. Crumbs in the bed. Do that and that. Make it darker purple. I do all of this, and then I'm gonna add a filter like right on top, but it fixes the colors into a better situation to make it tie all together. Probably something like that. I'll keep that in mind later. That. I can actually start laying down the thingamabobs. So shading, I'm gonna have to fix the bed shading. Just stuff that needs shading underneath them. My head is just screaming halfway there. I'm almost done. There's still so much to do though. Ah, monkey on a chair. The shading is so effective. Would you say it's super effective? I know Pokemon things. You know, during the series I'm doing with Banubi on his channel, Banubi, B-N-U-B-Y. Does he have numbers at the end of that? Hold on. If I shout out something, maybe I should make sure I'm shouting it out correctly. I am a genius. No one at me. Ah, it is Banubi 3017. I knew. I am starting to learn more things about Pokemon game that I never knew because as an amazing child gamer, nothing stopped me from just playing it in the dumbest way possible. And being proud of it. Still play Pokemon games the same way. But also at the same time, watching how complicated it is. And it's not complicated, let me tell you. But my brain goes, if I just over level, it'll work. It'll work eventually. Am I playing my ZA game like that? Maybe. Okay. Oh, that'd be so fun to play for stream too. Oh. I still have not decided if I like the fact that it's all in one city or not. Like, it is a huge city. And I, unfortunately, even with a minimap, keep getting myself lost. Somehow. Don't ask. I'll go in one direction, think I'm going the right direction, then realize, wait a minute. This is the exact opposite direction I need to be going right now. How did I get turned around? And then have to head back. Just to do it again in a different direction. But it definitely feels kind of lackluster. Monkey brain happy. You use big attack. Exactly! If the move doesn't have a power to it, useless. Status moves, don't need them. All I need is attack and strong Pokemon. 'Tis fine. I still haven't seen all of the megas in that either. And I want to say I'm halfway through the game. I'm like rank. I'm about to be rank D? I think? I can't remember. I know I'm gonna go fight the dojo guy. But I'm on a mission to go find his sister. And that character is also growing on me. He's so dumb. There's always a big idiot in these games, and I love him. He's just so dumb. I love him. He's ready to just run in one direction because you told him so. Just a guy. What I don't like about it is how dead the city feels. Yeah, that's another thing. That's why I think it's so lackluster. It's just... yeah, there's NPCs everywhere. It's just... you see their Pokemon, but they all just sit there, stand still. Nothing more to it. It's just so boring. But I also think back at X and Y. Like, the city in there also wasn't poppin'. However, you still had an entire map to go explore, so that wasn't an issue. So I'd rather take an entire big map to go and explore with less activity happening in the background, because there's just more to see in general, versus everything on one map with quote-unquote activity that they've given us. I just don't understand all the excuses that they have for it. At least, not even excuses that either Nintendo or Game Freak have. It's just people that are trying to defend it. The excuses just make no sense. If something like Breath of the Wild can exist on the Switch, and it's more, like, 20 times graphically interesting, like, it's so much better in terms of world than Pokemon ever would be. And Pokemon has so much to work with. I forgot to color these. I just don't get why. Why? Fun fact, the entire map of ZA is one whole model. That doesn't actually surprise me. Which isn't how you do it, but it means the entire map is loaded all at once. I didn't even think of how it would look. Huh. Huh. Why? Just why? 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 I have no words for that. Like, I don't... Game Freak. What? I don't know, like, a lot about game models and things like that. But even I know it's just... you don't do that. That's not how that works. The Thunderstone's green, right? I feel like it is. It's kind of green. It's like a dull green. But back to Pokemon tantrums. If they can do that... Actually, does that make the game bigger in terms of, like, gigabytes and things like that because it's all just loading in one? Like, what does that mean? I don't... It just doesn't seem right. I've made models and things before, and I have, like, basic knowledge on importing them in games and stuff like that. But I've never heard of making an entire map one model. Interactables and Pokemon are the only thing not loaded when you're nearby. That makes sense. Because Game Freak can't make games. That's one way to put it, and a correct way to put it, unfortunately. I just don't get what they're doing. Like, everything is advancing for games. Not always for the best interest of the game, more so the technology. Actually, I was having a discussion about this with someone else the other day. I don't care for games to look so super realistic. Like, I know there's... It's not Ready Player. There's a game that's, like, so super realistic that's a little jarring to see. I think it's just PvP, or teams versus teams, and you shoot each other. I don't care for games like that. I prefer, like, much more stylistic things. If the game had to be more in the realistic tone, I feel like it still doesn't need to be so super realistic like that, versus something like Resident Evil, where the idea is a more realistic environment, but it's still stylized. But also, I would love to go back to RPGs. Give me my pixels. I will take those any day. I love those games. Those games are always so good. So good. They were never awful. Give them back. Games looking really realistic over art design are so boring. Exactly. And it's also just not only stylistically boring, but I feel like all of the budget goes into that part of the game, which makes everything not be the main focus. I watched something the other day about games like Hollow Knight, where the entire point was to make sure all the game mechanics and stuff were finished, and you go back later to anything that you wanted to add in detail. So, like, any extra characters or fun, background elements, silly things like that. That was added after. Like, mechanics were done. So you can tell the mechanics were fully put in, no bugs, no anything. And then you can see the little details they do after, and it's so nice. But now you have games that are just like, we are realistic and that's all we are. Okay, what else do you have? We also have realistic guns. Okay, so there's 20 other things. What else? That's it. Like, oh. That's nice. Story? Basic bare bone. Kill enemy. Your family's dead. Revenge. Like, okay. So you give me no reason to care about the game. Just, the gaming world sucks nowadays. Indie games, where you at? I really hate seeing real actors in games too. Burst, are you talking about like collab ones? I don't mind those ones. I know like something like Fortnite is always so weird with those collabs. Like you have Nicki Minaj or something. That's another game. There's a couple games that has such weird skins and stuff. And it's kind of funny. It doesn't fit the game or the aesthetic. They're just something silly to have. I have no qualms about that. Freaking God of War 1. There was a skin to put... What's his face? Kratos in, like, a fish outfit. Like, that's always been a thing. And it's always fun and silly. It has nothing to do with the game. Just silly little reward for monkey brain. Yeah, we know the game doesn't work, but look at how detailed it is when the game freezes. So true. See, you can admire the game so much more when it's frozen. Since you're gonna stare at it for so long, you might as well look at something pretty, right? Such a shame. Trying to think of any other games. Nope, you have to be above that. Scribble everything in, don't worry about it, I'll fix it after. Also, at the same time, I don't know how much I can really complain about games. Because, like, most of the popular ones, I don't even play because I just don't care for those kind of games. I will happily sit down and play Bloons 5 for, like, 10 years. I don't care. Do not mock the COD of war. You know, you rate. That's the best COD I've ever seen in my life. I'd rather encourage games to do something silly like that, while still having, like, their amazing, total, edgy backstory stuff and whatnot. Because it's fun. We like fun. Why am I on that brush? What? Yeah. Okay. Lines, that's that. Add to the highlights. Hello, hello, Quan Plus Man. Welcome, welcome. No, not collabs. They are fine at times, but I mean actors playing the character, but looks like the actor. I can't say I'm really aware of how many times that happens. I would assume it's just not games I'm interested in that it happens in. But I guess I can say the same for, like, actors doing more voice acting things. Most of it is just trying to get a big name actor into the project, while not really focusing on how the voice actually sounds and if it fits the character. I will say, if there are voices that do not fit a character, I just immediately do not like the character. Like, it's different where I'm thinking, like, the voice of a character hasn't been released yet, and I get to see the design, and I have an idea of what it should be. That's like a personal headcanon. But if the character acts a certain way, with a voice that just does not fit it, I just don't like the character anymore. It's just, ugh. You're only the voice because they wanted big name actor. Why are you here? Looking at you, Mario. I don't think he did a bad job either. Like, he didn't do horrible. It's like, Mario has a very distinct voice, and they just decided to not do it. Why? Has that new movie actually come out yet? I have no idea if the new Super Mario movie came out. I will be seeing it. Even if I don't like the voice, I will still watch it. That's fair, bad acting is always bad. I don't know if I'd consider him a bad actor. Like, he's great for the roles he does for, like, actual acting movies and all that. He's just... You're not a voice actor. Plus, you're also just not Mario. It's just the voice has to fit where the voice is going. I know the voice actor in Genshin Paimon got replaced. I prefer the new one a lot more than the old one. Mostly because Paimon was very high energy. But there was nothing wrong with the old voice actor. Besides personality and the things she did, but we're not going to talk about that. But that one's on personal preference. I think both of them do a good job at voicing the character. I just like the new one a little bit more because I feel like she's not screeching in my ear every 5 seconds. Ugh. I had no expectations. Hold on. I had no expectations for the Mario movie, and I was still let down. I did not like that movie. Also, Cranky Kong. What in the shit was that voice they gave him? He wasn't cranky at all, just a guy. That is so true. I didn't even think of that. I didn't think the movie was horrible. I think it does fine for the audience it was intended for. Like, it's just your average kids movie, I guess. I think they put in references pretty well. The plot was as expected. Nothing that really stood out. But it's not like an amazing movie either. Just your average kids movie nowadays, I guess. Yep. Give me the color. And put these shadows under here. So I will forget later if I don't do it now. Oh, I forgot to do the chain over here. Ah, my highlights. I can't think of any other movies recently. I haven't seen a lot, really. Hopefully I'm seeing Iron Lung next week. Or the coming up week. Because I do really want to see that. Not much of a horror fan. But I've enjoyed a lot of Markiplier's projects. I'm going to assume I'm gonna like it. I still have no idea how I feel on his other one. It was a TV series, what was it? So like Among the Sleep or something? That project definitely didn't stick out. I binge watched it and it was something. Didn't hate it. I think I just got confused by the end. It was an Illumination movie, so it works as... Yeah, that's true. I forgot Illumination actually was doing it. I don't know why. I heard good things of Iron Lung. I'm trying not to hear anything, like whether it's bad or good. I kind of want to just figure that out on my own. I'm also not surprised that there's no bad things on it. I didn't really hear anything bad on his last project either, though. Well, it definitely wasn't something that stood out. I wish I could remember. I think it was called, like, Among the Sleep. Like, the concept was there. It was interesting. But I feel like I just slowly lost interest while watching it. It could be it just wasn't a movie for me. The chains. That's what I was doing. I was like, I know I'm forgetting something, and I already don't remember what it was. This one. No. There we go. Tempted to combine this layer together and give it a more painterly feel. At least for those. But we'll come back to that later. Save. The edge of sleep. That's what it was. Thank you. That one. I feel like I enjoyed his YouTube series a lot more than any of his bigger projects. But that's because they were meant to be silly and goofy. I think Who Killed Markiplier is still my favorite project out of all of them. Actually, that'd be fun to rewatch, because I haven't seen it since it came out. Doing all the stuff animals is gonna suck. But I did it to myself. I always wonder if I could do a giant project. If I was given the opportunity to be able to do something, direct something, make something huge, I'd have no idea what to do. I mean, I have story ideas for like animated things. But I technically have the option to do those now. Just not at a gigantic scale. I guess the animated things, especially for like our game project, I would love to see that as an actual anime or something. Or even a comic. Like, if I was able to make a movie, just don't know what I would do, where I'd even start. Especially with the time that it takes to make everything and see it grow into a project. It's gotta be such an amazing feeling. Because while developing everything, you start to see, you learn new things, you start to see things you've actually messed up on. You understand why it's bad. Ah, so good. Growing as an artist. Fantastic feeling. is fur, not furring. I don't know if I like this giant strand. I'll leave it for now. Nice little baby. So cute. I feel like owning an Eevee would be the equivalent of owning a fox. Chaotic little dudes that just don't listen. You could try, but he's definitely not doing a single word that you said. His ass ain't listening. I did an evil thing in the DM. What do you mean? It's too early for this. Oh lord. I forgot you were drawing that yesterday. Oh, it's so beautiful. She deserves it. Perfect. This is gonna be the reason why I keep going. Just look at her. She deserves it. She deserves all the pain and torture that can come her way. It's so dumb. Love it. I'm gonna print it out and put it on my wall one day. I could totally print it out and put it on my wall. I know what I'm doing later. You know, maybe I can take a quick break and actually doodle either her or a cat. Because I actually haven't drawn them in a hot minute. It has been a while. I think cat not so much. I did one probably last month. Actually, no. I did one the other day because I was doing a random style test. And Kat being the amazing character that she is, she just works in every style no matter what. And I love it. She's the perfect character that can just... She's style friendly. She's anything. It all works. She's going to collect every style. I feel like it bugs me that the lines are so dark. Brown line. This also confirms, yes, I can draw again. Wait! Does that mean you got a new tablet? Because I totally forgot about that. Because you said it was, like, dying. Or was dead. I'm on the wrong layer. Okay, and I'm on the wrong color. What is that color? Okay, I'm going insane. No, I drew that on my phone. That's crazy. I can't fathom people that draw on their phone. Like, the screen is so small. My sister does it all the time. And I know there are people out there that are just avid on using only a phone. I admire the work ethic. But dear Lord, I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm over here, I want bigger screens. I want more screen. The day I'm able to upgrade my tablet is gonna be such a good day. Because it's gonna take up my entire desk. There's no escaping it. And then I'm gonna sit down, work, and cry on my gigantic tablet. Just one day. TV-size screen tablet, that's what I need. I found an app I can work with. Ooh. Tell what kind of app? It's really the only app I've heard that could work on phone. Probably like, it's called Eevee Paint? Or either Metabang. I have no idea if those are the same thing. I don't do a lot of mobile drawing stuff. I still have Procreate, I haven't touched it in like forever. Just too lazy to ever get on my tablet. Which is crazy, because usually you would think using your tablet would be lazier than getting up and using a graphic tablet. Because you could just draw where you're sitting. I am built differently. I think my first like tablet app, I think I even got on my phone at one point years and years ago, was Metabang or Medibang, whatever it's called. I used it for a short time. It worked. The ads were a little annoying on it. It's like as soon as you wanted to go save or wanted to start a new drawing, just boom, ad. But at least it didn't have ads while you were drawing. Dear Lord, that'd be so annoying. I feel like no one would use it at that point. I still have nothing against Procreate. Just eh. Mine is Hip Paint or High Paint. I don't think I've ever actually heard of that one. That was new. Seeing as you're able to use it, it's working. But at least you found something. Now you can cause art crimes. You're so fluffy. You're so fluffy, I'm gonna die. I return. Welcome back. You know, it's kind of funny going into a Saturday stream versus a Friday stream. My energy is so much lower and chillier than Fridays. And I have no idea why. Okay, I Why are you so big? I'm getting rid of you. You have no reason to be here. Skedaddle. Perfect. That looks so much better. I don't know why I kept it there, like it worked. We've ordered a Chinese for food. Can you get me some wonton soup? I request. Gimme. Wrong color. Are you sharing with the class? I feel like I haven't had Chinese in forever. Chinese food is like just once in a blue moon kind of dying for me. Like, you don't think about it immediately, but when you do, you're already ready to order it. Oh, wonton soup does sound good though. No, I'm hungry. How could you? No. Too dark. I mean, I could order the soup, but you'll have to come and pick it up. Ugh. And I do only accept bars in payment. Huh, that's such a shame. I'm completely out of bars and have no idea what you're even talking about. I'm American, I only pay in freedom around here. Yeehaw! Oh, I want to be done with this already. I like how it's looking. I just don't know if I really like how the shading is going. And I'm like 10 out of 10 place. It's an old style Chinese, and we're having, which means it's cheap and they'll fill everything to the brim. Hell yeah. It's always the places that you expect, like, least expect to have, like, the best food for some reason. Like, that's not only the, like, Chinese restaurants. They're just anywhere. Like, they're hidden and you have to go find them. Sometimes in a building that looks like it's probably run down. Then you get food and there's like, oh, I feel alive all of a sudden. It's just so good. Okay, I like what I'm doing with the ear. We're gonna do it on this one. Right, now we're doing you. It works somewhat close to Procreate since I don't have an iPhone where I'd use Procreate on iPhone. Very simple design, free. So I bought the $2 fee to remove ad forever. Hey, $2 is actually not that bad. And it's not a subscription. It obviously takes some time. It takes some getting used to, like, my main thing, the auto curve. What I love most on Procreate, because I have jittery hands. Interesting. I've always liked my slight jitter in the lines. It just makes it feel a little more organic. And basically the same way I draw on paper, I guess. So I don't use the, what's it called, the stabilizer very often. I use it in like very niche cases. Like there's a commission I'm doing that's in the style of Bluey. And those lines are supposed to be pretty clean and not much, no variation in them. So that's where I used my stabilizer. But other than that, I don't use it too much. Gonna go down to Murder Alley, but at the end it has the best food ever. For real. You gotta fight for the good food. Is there a stabilizer in all art programs? I assume so, yes. I feel it's a very standard thing, so I'd assume yes. I'm gonna say yes. Random thing, I hate that gotta is labeled as wrong on my spell check. It's official work. Spell check in general has been such ass. I don't know if that's like iPhone only kind of problem, but I swear it's like it's on a fritz or something. Like I have words that it keeps telling me is wrong, and I'm looking at like, I know I spelled it right. I know I spell things wrong all the time, but I know that word in specific is correct. Fight me. I'm gonna go cry. No, Purple, no crying. I'm pretty sure even Procreate would have a stabilizer. Some things are brush specific, but I know in Krita, if I just go over to this area that you can't see, and my tool options, it's called brush smoothing in here, but there's a stabilizer, there's weighted, basic. I usually have mine on basic, which doesn't really change much. It probably slightly gives me less jitter. But I'm pretty sure that's just a normal thing in all art programs. There's a stabilizer in CSP PC version at least. I think it's in all. Don't cry, look. Rin's being tortured. That's all you need. Trying to think, I'm pretty sure it's in Fire Peck as well, but I haven't used them in like 5 years. Krita has been my maiden baby. Why would I ever change? Just look at her. Look at her go. Look at the things I create. Procreate has a built-in with When you draw a line, it helps you retain smoothly if you hold it. That I know. But I feel like it does have like a normal stabilizer. Like there's a stabilizer versus the auto curve, which is two different things. Does Procreate even have like, what's it called? Just like a shape tool? Because that, I don't know. Because if it doesn't, that's probably why having that auto curve is so important in Procreate. I could look at my Procreate right now. Elite Neko. Hello, Groupin. Welcome, welcome. Oh, I haven't touched this app in forever! Literally November. That was the last time I touched this. Gotta be a thing. God. Pressure and smoothing. Yeah, there's a stabilization in Procreate. If you go into the preferences and then you go down to pressure and smoothing, there's stabilizer, motion filtering, motion filtering expression, and then you can change your pressure sensitivity and all that kind of stuff as well. I knew it had it in there. I just never touched it. It does, I'm just picky. And Hypate has it too. I'm tired of walking baldy. Why are you walking baldy? Release him. Also, I'm just now realizing, is Procreate only on Apple products? I thought it was a lot more accessible than that. I wouldn't know because I only have Apple products. Because I'm so bougie. I say with like the oldest iPhone known to man. If I could, I would absolutely go back to my iPhone 6. Or no, it was like 6 SE or something like that. Perfectly sized phone. It was small, fits in pockets. Ah, so much better than whatever we have now. I ain't upgrading either. If you got a phone, you do not need the newest updates. They are completely useless, and they are all the same thing with like a slightly different change. It's so dumb. I hate phone companies. As soon as you get a new phone, they're gonna stop selling your phone case. Literally a week later. So dumb. I hate Apples, especially. Tell me why a phone needs to have an iPhone 7, an iPhone 7 Pro, an iPhone 17 Air, an iPhone 17 Air Plus? Just the hell? Why? Why? They're all the same thing. And of course, all of their like phone cases are gonna be slightly different because every single version is slightly different size. So dumb. So dumb. I hate it. You know what really grinds my gears? iPhones. The million different variations. So dumb. My legs hurt. Stop hurting. Don't hurt your legs. Now peakingly have our... Yeah, only apple. What? Ah! So many words. Piebald kneecap deca. There's so many letters. Bald kneecap peak elite Neko. My name is growing exponentially every stream. I love it. I can't believe Procreate's only Apple. I wouldn't be surprised that Apple bought it out as soon as it started hitting popularity, so only it can have it on its devices. I'm curious if that's the case now. Exclusive Apple product. If you want it, you have to buy a $1 million phone from Apple. Ugh. The only reason I never got rid of having an Apple phone is the fact that my friends had Apple phones, and texting was just better if you had one. Just still so dumb. Wrong side. I forgot to shade the puffins. How the heck did I do that? Okay. iPhone 6S was actually my last iPhone before it broke. It was such a good phone. The year I ended up breaking mine, they actually stopped carrying them in stores. I think I either had to order them online or they were like completely discontinued. Which sucks. Because that means I had to get like the oldest recent version, and I think at the time was 12. But thankfully it wasn't too expensive at the time. But damn, why phones expensive? They're so expensive. I don't want to buy a phone that costs like an arm and a leg. Unfortunately, we need it for society, but ugh. Back in my day, I didn't need a phone to be happy. You know what I needed? A DS. And I was happy. I didn't have to hear all the children saying 6, 7. All I heard was 24 and 25. Oh, I forgot the puffins. The puffins. Gosh darn it. Here we go. Okay. One thing is shading done. Oh! I only had an Apple iPhone once and it was fine. And I have an Android and they are fine. There's nothing that every new phone that keeps coming out has that I even care about. Like, sure, pictures are fantastic on phones now. I don't take pictures that often to care. Plus, I'm not taking like photography level pictures when I do. Usually it's silly screenshots or like a selfie of my close-up of my face to send to my friends, because I thought it was stupid. And that's it. That's all I need. Can the camera make my nose look as huge as possible? So my friends can save it and use it as blackmail later? Yes? Perfect. That's all I need. God, if I ever show my face in the future, it's just gonna be nothing but the stupidest pictures of me you can possibly imagine. And I am so for that. I want to be on every single meme. Why, hello, May. Welcome, welcome. Speaking of May. Ah! Big stretch! Big stretch! Ah! My shrimp back. Thank you, thank you. Since May is here, I almost forgot. All of you must witness. Look at this little bean! Look at her! Look at her! Made you it for me. Hehe. Oh no, it's so cute. They need to see your pores from miles away, otherwise, what's the point in cameras? At that point, what's the point in a phone? It's not just cameras, that's a phone. Explodes. Well, here's the last art that May will ever do because they exploded. Phone. I can go on and on about phones. Like I really could. Like they're so dumb. All this extra like money and work going into phones that just do not actually give you better experiences. Just makes no sense. Like, I don't think I've been wowed by a phone in like so many years with like new things. Because you could tell me like the newest technology or something that's happening to the phones. I'm just gonna sit there like, okay. And how does this fix my data? If it ain't making me rich, I don't care. Give me a phone that will tell me how to turn my life around and I make money. Give me the red pill phone. And all it does is just steal my credit card information and tells me to go hit a gym. I could also go off red pill content. I'm so happy that stuff's actually... I don't know if it's dead, but it's definitely dying. I see it so much less now. And I'm so happy for that. Like, finally, people might actually be able to do something with their lives and not be horrible pieces of crap on the internet. Or in real life, because oh my god. The amount of things I kept on seeing for, like, red pill advice. How to pick up, like, a partner and things like that. Never follow that, ever in your life. Or you are guaranteed to be lonely. Never take no as an answer. That's horrible advice and will land you in jail. What is wrong with you people? Ugh. I forgot that spot. other things grind my gears? Since we're on the topics. I feel like this entire stream has been complaining about something. And I love it. Complaining is such a fun feeling. That is how you take out stress. You complain about things. And then your life automatically gets better. How to pick up a girl. Be the worst person ever. Basically, that's like all they were. I don't understand. And then people watch it and be like, yeah, that's how we do it. That's how the boys get a man or get a woman. Half the time, I don't even think it was to actually get a partner. It was so weird. One of the ones I always thought was very funny was, if you have a girlfriend, you should not live with her. You should be living with your boys. Because living with your girlfriend is gay. What? I feel like that's the opposite. But you know what? You show off your masculinity in whatever weird alpha way possible. You pop off king, I guess. Just never made sense. I do kind of like the light, very light blue filter on it. I think it pulls it together pretty well. I think I'm really missing like very dark shadows, but I don't know if I need that. As a British person, I know a lot about complaining. I feel like I just got Fuzzleberry lore. A British. Never asked me to do a British accent. I do not know how to accent. I feel like I could come up with the most stereotypical kind of accent that would just... No, it's just wrong. It's just wrong. I don't understand how accents work. Because usually, you live with your own voice, like your own place for so long. You don't hear your own accent. So I never exactly thought I had an accent. But I definitely got that nice New Yorker accent. This is kind of on topic, but I just remembered something. I never realized a certain insult was such a New Yorker insult until someone pointed it out. And also pointed out how weird it is. The specific insult I'm talking about is telling someone to go suck your D. I never knew that wasn't more of like general America kind of insult, and it's more of like northern, like a New York insult. I just never knew that. And also, it just sounds so weird to someone outside. Because you hear it and it's just like, what? Why would you say that? What do you mean by that? But just in New York, it's just... We all mean just go fuck yourself. Like, that's the bare bones of what that insult means. But it's so weird having to hear that insult from someone who doesn't hear it, like, from where they are. It's so weird. And I have to know, like, other insults, or, like, other phrases that you hear. And just... The language is a amazing human thing. It is. I've heard it a lot from online people. Online, too. But I feel like the topic was like, if you heard someone saying it to you in person, it's so odd. I guess, I don't know, I feel like I don't hear it online as much. Maybe like years and years ago. I feel like most insults now are just calling people beta males or something, and sigmas. And simps and whatever other thing like that. But yeah, I found that very interesting the other day. So random. But you never know what you can discover. Yeah, it's already been 2 hours? Where the freak did the time go? Ignore my chair, it's very squeaky. Always thought it was a weird insult though. Yeah. I'd be lying if I said I haven't used that insult. I especially use it to my friends all the time. But having to hear certain phrases and stuff as someone who doesn't hear it often or is not from where you are, it's so amusing. It's like a new discovery. It's just like, huh. You don't see these words the same way I see them. I don't know if I'm done. I feel like I'm missing something. I don't know what it is. Ooh, that softens it very nicely, actually. Testing something. Not exactly know what I'm testing, but I'm testing something. Maybe it's so soft looking. I don't know if I want that. I feel like it makes it too dark. Sometimes I like playing with the blending modes because you never know what you'll see. Nah, I don't want that one either. I feel like how this brings it. I am missing those darker darks, but I don't know if I need those darker darks. Ah! No. I quite like the English "you bell end" insult. I don't think I've heard of that one. You bell end. If you could type out what that means, if it's not like something inappropriate, I would love to know what that means. Either I can just look it up on the side. Can I put this as a phone background once it's done? Absolutely, I would love that. I could sell it as a wallpaper for phones. I have been looking at a site that does like phone wallpapers and stuff. Although for copyright, I feel like I wouldn't be able to put it back there. But imagine though. I say as if I don't just put it up publicly on anything for people to just download and screenshot anyways. Yeah, I think we can call this done. I think I did it. This project that was mostly like an hour to an hour and a half for each thing. Final piece being upwards of like 6 hours. I love the art world. It's so good. I believe it's already 2 hours into the stream. Oh! Well, it involves the male body part. Is it the same as calling someone a dick, then? If so, I will start using that proudly. Alright. We did it. The Eevee one done. Yippee! Oh, big stretch without the stretch. Actually, hold on, I'm sorry. Oh, I need to do a big stretch anyways. My shrimp back. Ooh, ah. That felt good. A D-head, yeah. I love that. I'm gonna go call my friend that later. Because I'm so evil. I'm so mean. Awful, look at me. I'm such a bully. Can you believe that? Since we hit 2 hours, I still have not decided if I want to do pixel animation now or play some Stardew. The unfortunate thing is, if I do a game, it might have the buffering issue because I have not figured out how to fix that. And no matter how much I look up, I feel like it just still has not been fixed. Like, I've gone through my OBS settings and everything. I don't know how it works. I feel like I have everything at like a very standard quality. I just haven't figured out why it buffers. It's so weird. You can't make me drink water. I'm gonna drink more soda. Mmm. Soda. And a big stretch. Ah, the puffer will come for us. It might, though. And I don't know why. You know what else I haven't figured out? Why my redeems are broken. I don't know. I don't understand why. They were fine a week ago. And I add 1 water redeem, and suddenly everything is broken. I am cat now. If someone could explain to me why Twitch is broken, I would love to know. Tell me, Twitch, what have you done? I just don't get how? Why would you break? Like, all my alerts are in here, they seem fine. I have the emote icons with them, the bits that they're supposed to have. Just why you be like this? I don't get it. Why are you so broken? I don't even know why this one is here. Wait. Am I hold on. Am I dumb? I think I'm dumb again. I think... Oh. I think I figured something out. And it's possible that I am what you call an idiot. Man. Wait, why are these here? But they don't... Oh no, that one's there. I figured it out. I figured it out. I figured it out. I was using the wrong one. Ugh, now I gotta save these. Hold on. You know, you guys are fully allowed to tell me how much of a fool I am. I mean a professional fool. My god, how did I not? How? Ah, I am such fool. But that also means it's gonna work after I do the thing. You being dumb? Never. Exactly. Let's hope it fixes everything. Oh, it will. I can't believe I was using the wrong one. For some reason, I have 2 alerts set up. I tried deleting one, but I named one Alert Use. And it turns out that is the wrong alert, I think. Right? Because you have the sound. These ones do. Oh. Ah. I'm such a genius. Okay. I'm gonna hopefully fix it. Okay, okay. I'm gonna go in this one real quick. Change out the thing. Now then, if anyone wants to be so kind to test my alert real quick to see how stupid I am, I would be very thankful. If it's still broken, I give up. If it's still broken, Twitch is big, stinky doo-doo, and YouTube rules all. I can't... I'm so confused on why I would use an alert. The alert one I had that was supposed to be in use, it says alert use. And it's the one I had everything wrong on. I feel like I pranked myself. There it goes! Let's go! It's not broken anymore! I'm changing the old alert system I had that I'm not supposed to use. Don't you dummy. Don't use you dummy. I am such a professional streamer. This stuff hard, man. And I'm naming my other one that should be in use. Use this, you dumb. There's no way I can mix these up and make them wrong. Ah. Also realized I had to change other... No. No, all those are correct. Everything's there. We're good. We're good. Wait at it! Big dumb move fixed. I should have an alert just that just says, hey, you're dumb. Redeem. You call me stupid. Oh, why am I like this? I feel the need to suddenly end the stream and call it then. Oh, I still have energy. Alright, let me go look at the character that I would be doing the animation for. See if that's gonna kill me. We can draw together then. No, that would be too mean. I feel like it's a deserved alert. It's gonna be a redeem that just says, play this when she dumb. An alert to be mean is too much. You would be surprised. Draw. Alright, I have more votes at drawing. I think I have the idea of what I'm going to be doing for the pixel animation. It's just having to do it. I also haven't done like the pixel animations in forever. So I'm a little afraid. Well, not my default. I want my pixel size canvas. My character is pretty simple as well. And also because the person that is making me... Oh, I met a few who end now. I won't. Cause I got more art to do. Yeah, baby! Woo! The person that has given me the character to do animation for.
Water and water and
Oh,
water, water.
let's go! It works!
Water and water, water and water and water.
This is what you were missing yesterday. Was just that. Oh, I'm running out of soda. I have like one sip left in here. Oh, my quest soda. Of course it's a water song. Exactly, it had to be. It had to be. It's the best Final Fantasy song I have ever heard in my life. So first, does look like you get slightly bigger in your reference. I kind of want you do your normal bouncy animation. And make I'm breaking it! What the heck happened? Why do you look like that? I broke it. There we go. They have the normal. Got a normal bouncy boy here. And big meaty claws. I want you a little small, no, a little smaller. And then he turns. Actually, do you have a mouth? Yeah, you need a water drinking sprite and a hydrate emote. I was thinking about doing it. For now, it is just gonna be that little one. I have to get the motivation to actually make it eventually. Ooh, fun character. Zanan. Yes, it is. Zanan always got the best characters. I do need to know if you have a mouth. Or are you mouthless? No. You do have mouth. It has mouth. It can eat. Actually, I don't like that. He turns more animal than anything else. Something like that. Means we have to make the canvas bigger. And since I haven't done one in so long, I want to be extra with the animation, like I always am. Plus, this guy's gonna be pretty easy, since most of it is just gonna be practically just black pixels with some outline. I'll do it then. Alright, bet. I ain't stopping you. I think what we're gonna do is actually start with this guy. It feels so long since I've actually touched the pixel brush at this size. So all the pixels I have been doing were based on the Pokemon Infinite Fusion stuff, which was fun for a while. And I decided, it's not for me. I do have another concept I can be doing, because I ran into a new Pokemon sprite that doesn't have any sprites. Monstrous. Although I can't remember what it was off the top of my head. I feel like it was an Onyx fusion. Oh no, maybe it was an Electrokid one? I don't remember now. I really wish I could remember. For the most part on your head, it's just gonna be your horn and ears, and then the little cowlick, everything else. stay as such. This is probably where I go quiet on the stream because I have to focus so much more on this. I gotta be animating. I'm planning my animation pieces. And every time I do this, I want to make a VTuber model so bad. I always start and then I stop halfway through. I want to say I was actually halfway through of making a model for myself. It was actually my humanoid one. I can definitely tell you it didn't look good. Didn't look the greatest. Where's the hole? Where are you? I see you. However, it wasn't a horrible one. It was definitely like a beginner one. And you can tell it was beginner. Also, why is don't know not a word either? That's because the autocorrect sucks. You know, sometimes on Discord, I don't know if this is a problem for other people, but my autocorrects go to Spanish, and I don't know why. I find it incredibly funny though. But I don't speak Spanish. Why does it do that? Right. Head. 2D Live is such an awful UI. I've given up on trying. I don't think I really mind the UI. I did end up like changing things around to make it something I'd rather use, or to make it look usable to me. I would also love to do like just normal animations on there and try them out. But my head always goes to, I can make a model. I should make a model. Do it. Do it now. And then I stop halfway. It's like, thanks, brain. We could have learned something else, but we're stuck here. Ugh. Did you accidentally have second language on there as Spanish? No, not at all. It just changes randomly, apparently. I'm not the only one that it's happened to, but it has now happened a few times. Discord thinks I am bilingual, but unfortunately, I don't even know my own language half the time. So why in the world would I know another one? There was a time where I did no Spanish. It was so sad. I did have to learn it through school, but I actually wasn't that bad at it. The only downside to it was... Excuse me. Alright. There we go. The only downside to it was... I was only good at the reading and writing part of it. I sucked heavily on the speech and like listening. My brain did not cooperate. All of this should be white. And there. Perfect. Okay, focus mode. Not engaged. Spanish is contagious. Contagious. Oh, see? I don't know my own language. I feel like I made your muzzle too big. I'm gonna move slightly back. Make sure you're on your neighbor. Wrong button. Okay, that seems better. Now I do this part. I'll make that wrap around just a bit more. Yeah. I was not good at any language in school, but the teachers weren't good at teaching it either. So fair. Fine, I challenge you to an art trade. Ooh, an art trade. Mayhaps. I'll have to think on that and see if I can finish this in a timely manner. I think after this, I should be starting sketches to another commission for another painting one, and I'm very excited to do. I get to paint snow. Can you say snow? Meh. I think about that video way too often. That actually worked out perfectly. I definitely planned the squares to work that well. Ah, I like that. Well, the one's right there. They don't connect. Yeah. Now I will do the body. Actually, I'm gonna put these in a folder, lighten them. And bam. Body. Actually, make this all one layer because I'm not gonna give you any. Actually, we're just going with it. Who needs outlining? Who needs planning? I know what I'm doing. Food is here. Oh, I want food. Now, why does everyone come in and not share food? What the hell? Turns out I didn't need some kind of outline. That's okay. I make everything different. Having to do those Pokemon ones have also taught me that I could do all my pixels in one layer. And it's fine. Should I for bigger animations and stuff? Probably not. But it's not stopping me. I just need that arm back there. Wrong button. Bam. Layers are for nerds. I am unfortunately a very dumb nerd. Okay, now I'm using my very smart brain. I'll have to go back and fix the pixels if I screw up. Oh, it's like white sparkles in these, but there's no way you're gonna see them. I forgot his other leg. Where? Where did the sketch go? Okay. When did I delete it? There it is. I don't know how I did that. By being so smart. That's how. Okay. And then we do that. And we do this. With a little of that. Sprinkle on a little of this. And top it off with that. So fluffy. Fluffy. All I have is the arm and then the tail. Tail should also be pretty easy. And bam. Now, last thing. Your arm. Your arm. Probably think putting an outline on this one to make my life easier. I don't ever like doing that. In the wrong button. What am I doing? And I'm mixing up pixel. For shame.
Water and water and water,
Water.
water and water and water, water, water and water and water, water, water and water and water.
I'm out of soda. No. That was my last drop. Hurt. Ooh. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. I'm a black. I'm zoomed out. I honestly love hearing the water song now. It's so good. It's just so good. That's perfect. Out of all the songs I could have, clearly this was the best one I could do. And it's fantastic. Alright, all the parts are done on this guy. Your arm is gonna have to go over at least the bandana. I don't think you're gonna get high enough. Maybe I could. It's not like you really... Wow. Okay. Shadow. Alright, those ones are done. Didn't take too long. You, on the other hand, are gonna take a hot second. I could draw it all first, and then cut it. I usually don't do it that way. I feel like I want the hair on top of your head. Actually, you know what? Before we do that, clean up the sketch first. So I can plan better on what part is going to be a part. Do it this way. I won't make it more complicated than it needs to be. This is actually gonna remind me of like a game idol. I think that's the vibe I'm going for. feel like you gotta be a little taller than that. Okay, this is why we clean things up. Wow. Maybe we'll make it bald underneath. And then cut your hair. So your hair would have to be into. Make that part of that part of your head. That's right. Bit of that part of the hair should be on the head. Keep hitting the button on my pen. Hear that piece. Hear that piece. Hear that piece. There. Not that many pieces. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces. Not bad. Now to actually cut the pieces. I return. Welcome back. You'll miss no suffering, I promise. Mm. Food is very nice. I bet. I'll never know. Because you don't share. No one ever wants to share with me. It's fine. Okay, now you're pointy. We're actually gonna have to connect you in case the hair disconnects. That should be fine, hopefully. Smug looking ass. I'll share with you. Alright, gimme. Gib. I get to be greedy if I'm a cat. I deserve all the snackies and treats. Gibby. Gib. I knew it was gonna happen, and I still did it anyways. Genius. That is what I am. Said no one. Said no one ever. Yeah, that's fine. Usually, so good. That must mean more suffering in the future. No. I will not suffer. Watch. I know everything I am doing is correct. And there will be no suffering. I am making life much easier on myself, I swear. I swear it will be. Therefore it is. Right, you get out of here. It'd be best to have that highlight. Look at that. Head done. 7 more pieces to go. Yippee! Man, why is our team so hard? I just realized I need part of the hair to be on the head. Or else that won't work. Should just be that one spot. And the bangs will fit much nicer on there. Yeah. Looks good, thank you. This one definitely gonna take a while. Still also trying to plan out how the form change is gonna work in my head. I have the idea, putting on paper is a whole nother issue. To like plan things out ahead of time. But I am built different. Also, after doing... Oh, welcome back, Quan. After doing those... Oh, what's it called? The Pokemon pixel sprites. I can now notice things a lot better than I did before. I'm able to actually use what I've learned from doing one sprite into my stuff. Whereas mine is still a lot more messy than how they do their bangs. But that's okay. I like my pixels a little messy. I think... Oh my god, we're already at the 3-hour mark. I'm gonna do quick save. And I'm gonna take a 5-minute break. Real quick. Because I have not taken a break. Oh, what? Now I will take a break. So, we'll be back in 5 minutes. What? And just like that, I am back. I unfortunately took a hard dog to the back. As soon as I walked out from another room, my dog came bustling in, full force, jumped at my back, nearly took me out. About that. Would you believe me if I said I forgot to get water? Wait, there's still water in my cup. Okay. We have switched to water. The soda has been demolished, gone, reduced to atoms. I ate spaghetti yesterday. I'm so proud of you. I love spaghetti. Spaghetti, meatballs, always does the trick. So good. Okay, just making sure I didn't miss anything. Back to you. Where am I? We'll do that hair. At least I don't have to do any shading, because that would absolutely take a lot more time. The shadow form wouldn't even need any shading. I could do like a very small hint of airbrush on it. But other than that, it wouldn't have any other shading. Yeah, that's better. It was good food. What did I had dino chicken nuggies. Because I am a grown-ass adult. Your day can't go wrong with a nice plate of dino nugs. Convince me otherwise, you can't. Nice, steaming, hot plate of nugs. With either honey on top of them or barbecue sauce. Hits every time. Back. Hair. I'll do the body before do the headband or the bandana. I'm giving you such a puffed chest. I do not know why. I'll slim that down just a bit. Yeah, I'm curious. Is there anyone in chat that's eaten chicken nuggets with honey on them? I feel like I've never actually met anyone else that's had that combo together. And it's good. It was something I mostly grew up with because that was something my mother actually liked a lot. And of course, I grew up liking it because it's so good. She was so right. Mama Neko knew. She was on to something. It's also one of those combos like, what was it? Pork chops and applesauce. It seems like a normality to me. It's not one that everyone knows either. I'm here just distracted by SM14. SS14. I forgot I love Pixel because Pixel is older. If you ever get the chance to try those combos, so good. I think the applesauce with the pork chops. That's more for digestion purposes. It's not like you have to dip the pork chops in the applesauce. It's kind of just the normal side you'd have with it. But man, that makes some good dinner. I would not have my pork chops any other way. Sounds so good now. I am hungry. I should have gotten a snack while I was on my little break. Did I? No. It was too late. I must suffer my consequences. Although I do have more hot chip. I'm very tempted to eat hot chip now. And then suffer because I have like one more sip of water in my poor cup. I was gonna refill my cup, I swear. And then I forgot. I got distracted. I went on a side mission. Technically, Pixel is new than Normal's art style. On technicality, yes, if you're comparing it to painting and things like that. What is... My brain wants to say oil painting is the oldest form of art. But it's definitely not. I mean, you could argue that cave paintings were the absolute earliest forms of art. Do I like what's happening to your leg? I don't know. Doesn't look bad. Oh, your claws are kind of annoying. It's fine, we deal. There we go. Old games be good still. I love old games. I am a sucker for nostalgia stuff. Absolutely. That's why I bought Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. Just to find out it was garbage. They still hurt me with that. Game Freak had no reason to hurt my soul. Like, I still play Balloons 5 and that game's like... Oh god, how old is that game? To the research. Do my goose. Why are you loading so slow? Balloons 5 release date. Oh, it's over 10 years old. My soul. We're gonna make you Bismarck. I can't think of the oldest game that I've ever played. I want to say Zumba was probably the oldest game I can remember. Yeah, normally drawings and stuff is older than that. Pixel's older because in the past, like Mario. That depends on what form of older you're talking about. Like older for video games in specific. It's not the oldest form of art, that's for sure. Now you're gonna be covered by the thing. Your head seems so big, but your arms are gonna carry. The oldest game my grandparents had on console, it was a 2-pixel tanks fighting game on a simple map. I feel like I know exactly what one that is, but I don't know what the name of it was. No idea what it was or the console. Imagine it was just Atari. Ah, wrong layer. Yeah, it's gonna be underneath it. And bandana lines are done. Bandana colors also done. And bandana. Actually, the head just looks so so big. You don't look big there. I feel like it's because of the hair. Can't exactly shrink it now. Oh! It might be an Atari tank game, but it wasn't Atari. It was like blue, if I remember, with a screen. Huh. Maybe I don't know what you're talking about. That one seems new to me. A standalone. Well, you got me stumped. That's for sure. Actually, I can make you slightly go back like that. Oh, that does go down off her body. It's not that noticeable. I could actually just I think that's fine. That is fine, that is fine. Faking that. I think after I finish all the cuts in it, I forgot the actual back hair that's supposed to be on the body. You know it's freaking something. After I finish this guy, I think I'll be ready to call it for today. I'm already at 3 hours and a half. Y'all listen to me for this long? Crazy. Now the hair is gonna come up. Don't have to worry too much about that. I just need 2 arms and a tail, and I'm done. I have enough tuck by. Do also update on the jilts. 245. Oh, that's so much. Good luck though. I hope you get it. Also, your poor wallet. You got this, May. Don't lose hope. Yeah, well, your paw look weird. It needs more curves, that's why. should be fine right there. Robiton. Now for the other arm. That's not the color I got. Ah, I'm in the wrong layer. You can see that? No one saw that. No one can prove that happened. This armor actually kinda looks small. Okay, that looks much better. And now, last but not least, the tail. I feel like I'm starting to lose my voice now. Ugh. You know what would help? Having water. You know what I'm not gonna get up and go get? Water. I do have other cans of soda that I can totally open up right now. Okay, officially dropping out. Can I send you... I didn't even do the sketches yet. You are very much welcome to send it now if you want. But you can wait for the sketches too if you need. I am a-okay with either way. I forgot. No need for waiting. You got it. Give me 1 second. Do. The DM has been sent. And those sketches are next on my list. Yeah, I could have done those instead of this. Actually, I don't remember who's on the queue. I haven't updated in forever. Now I gotta get back in the swing of things of updating it. Make sure I'm getting everyone by the time they get to me. Make sure I have my things in order. I gotta get back to organizing. Oh, curses. I just saw my light flicker. I hope that's not a storm or something outside. Are the power going out? Dear Lord. Send. Thank you! Your sketches will be done as soon as possible. Oh, I can't wait. I haven't gotten to paint snow in like forever. Well, I guess a Glaceon illustration I did technically had snow, but it was more focused around the ice. But snow. Snow. I need your highlight for a second. Always, again, no worry. No need to speed up. You got it. But, what if I did though? Speed. I am speed. In another server I'm in. It's for like a another like species thing. I keep getting called Speed. The speed artist strikes again. I can't help it. I have to have it down on paper. I am Speed. I'm Speed until it bites me in the ankles, though. Alright. Tail. To the box. Actually, I am going to change your eye, though. It's supposed to be more smug than anything else. That's much more smug. Let's go. And you will be called normal. Surely the animation won't kill me later. Do another save. I don't know if I'll hold off on finishing it for stream next week, but we will see. I am an impatient artist, as you see. Speed Queen. Sped Queen. Because half the time I say, alright, I'll probably finish this on next stream, or I'll finish it later. I turn off stream and I immediately start working on it again. And then I'm finished it like hours later. Just, I don't like having work pile up. So as soon as I have work, I just do it. I just have to. It is law. It is artist law. By artist law, I mean my law. Don't copy me. Take your time when you do art. I am a very bad example. I'm a proud bad example. Hehe. Oh, I'm moving things. Don't look at me. I'm messing things up. Wanted to move that there. There. Well, it looks good either way. Thank you. So, since we're almost at the 4-hour mark, it is time to say goodbye. Because I am tired. I want snack. I need water. So, thank you everyone for popping on. My chatters, my lurkers, and everyone in between. It was fun stream. Finished the Eevee. Started the next one. Next week, I have no idea what I'm doing. Actually, most likely working on painting commission. Oh, come on. There's no way this thing's empty. Ah! Ah! There's water at the bottom of it.
Big stretch.
And... at least I don't die at the end of the stream this time. Ah! Alright. Bye-bye.